So thank you for taking the time. It's exciting to talk to you.
Oh, thank you.
Since I'm a very big fan of P.S. I Love You.
Oh,
I just
thank you.
love this movie. I can watch it all over. Like, really.
Thank you.
So I'm excited to know what drew you to Beautiful Creatures.
I wanted to see if in a genre movie, which is very popular right now, if I could find a genre story that had interesting ideas in it that were unusual to find in this kind of movie. And when I first read Beautiful Creatures, it was before it was published. And I loved the idea of this idea of a young person, male or female, when you're 16 and you don't know who you are yet, and you're filled with all these passions and desires, and you want your life to start, and you don't quite know who you are, and the fact that she's being forced to be claimed for either good or evil or light or dark, and having to figure out who she is separate and apart from that. The idea of claiming oneself separate and apart from our parents and our inheritance. I liked that idea. That was an interesting idea. I also liked the young male character who was very much like me when I was young, growing up in Brooklyn, wanting very much to get out of my small world and into a bigger one. For me, it was New York City. And I like the idea of these supernatural characters living in a fundamentalist, conservative American town. I thought that was funny and interesting to play with.
Mm-hmm. So you also wrote the script. You're not only the director, you also are the screenwriter. How did you work on that?
It took, this adaptation was difficult because the book is almost 600 pages long. And it's the beginning of a mythology, so it's a lot of explaining and exposition and new characters and many red herrings and devices that are magical. So my first several drafts were strict adaptations of the book that had everything in the book, in the script, but they were unfilmable for me because there was so much plot and so much explaining that I didn't feel anything for the characters. And for me, it has to be an emotional experience or it's not worth it. Yeah. And at the core, it's Romeo and Juliet. It's a love story. So I stripped away many of those things and reinvented them with ideas that I thought were in there that I thought were more interesting to bring out and make bigger. And that took a while.
I've heard that you auditioned more than 1,000 people for the
That's what they say. Yes.
Is that true?
Well, you know, what happens is the casting director sees a lot more than I do. Mm-hmm. So if she says that, it's probably true, but then she looks through all of them and then she only gives me hundreds. So if she sees thousands, I see hundreds.
So what did convince you on the two actors you chose now?
Well, the first thing is that neither one of them wanted to do it. And I thought that was really? A good sign. I liked that because, you know, the hesitation here is that everyone thought we were going to the next Twilight. And that was a reason for me. I didn't want that. And I was fearful of that. We share a genre. It's the same genre of story filming, but it's a completely different story. And I wanted to do something more with it. So Alice, I had to go to London to just interview with her to ask her if she would read the script and see that there are some interesting ideas in there. And the same with Alden. When he was first given the script, he wouldn't read it because it was this kind of genre. And then he did, and he saw that it was different, and he said yes. So once they auditioned, I cast them both. And they made the characters honest and real, and they're both wonderful actors.
I loved Macon's home. It was such a cool place.
Yeah, wasn't it?
How did you do that? How did you design it?
Well, in the book, every time Ethan enters the house, Ravenwood, the interior changes based on the mood of the characters. My production designer, Richard Sherman, first came up with an interior that matched the exterior, meaning the exterior is a rectangular plantation home. And the interior was still rectangular, but he made it more modern and more sort of surprising. I said, no, I said, let your imagination go. Just base it on the character. You're Macon. Now, if I were Macon and I had magical powers and I had to stay in this house and pretend to be a hermit, I'd get bored. I've been around the world. I've been all over the place. I would be redesigning the room every day. So how would it look? And I'm from New York, and he took a little bit of that sensibility and he turned it into the Guggenheim. I said I needed a freestanding staircase, and he made the room circular, and it was very surprising and very effective.
It was amazing. It looked really good.
Oh, good. Glad.
So at the end of the movie, I left with the feeling that I really want to know more of the story of them. How about a sequel? Well,
if the audiences want that, we will. I haven't read the other books because I wanted to. I didn't want to begin this saying, "Oh, I want to do a franchise." I liked this story, and I wanted to make it the best I could. And I knew that I had to reinvent and create, and if I knew what was going to happen, I would have been handcuffed a bit in my imagination. I kept to the spirit of the book. I just reinvented some of the ways that things happen. If the audiences want more, I'll read the books and we'll solve those problems.
You are such an amazing love storyteller. You just have to say that P.S. I Love You just blew my mind, and now this movie. What is it about the love stories?
You know, it's an interesting question. I think it's because I'm fascinated by it because I don't understand it.
Okay.
I think because I don't quite. There's so many variations on a theme with love. You know, there's love that you feel so intensely that you can't sleep and then you can't eat, and then it could be gone just as quickly, or it could turn to hate, or there's a love that lasts a very, very long time, but then there's no passion. There's so many kinds of variations on love, and we invest so much into it. Like, it's the most important thing to achieve, and it's so hard to hold on to. So I think I keep writing about it to figure it out.
Talking about love, it's Valentine's Day today.
Oh, that's right.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
To you too out there.
Happy Valentine's Day to my wife who's in America.
Oh, so how are you spending the day?
I was going to spend it going to museums.
Okay.
Yes.
Very romantic.
Exploring. I've never been to Berlin before. This is my first time, and I'm very excited to just. I've just walked all day yesterday, so I'm excited to explore the city.
Cool. Well, lots of fun. Thank you for the interview. It was great to meet you.
Great to meet you. Thank you so much.